Good morning, guys. February 3rd. A lot of you guys have asked for this, so I thought about it, and we're going to do a review today on a watch. One that I've actually been asked about in multiple videos. Today we are going to review the Batman, the 116710 BLNR, which is the original version. And guys, I do have this on my right wrist. I wear it on my left wrist, but for today's video I just didn't want to take off my other watch, so I popped it on over here to let everyone see what that looks like on a 7.5 wrist. So if I buy any kind of jewelry, I buy 7.5 inches, guys. That's what, I think these are 7.75s, 7 3/4. So on these, this is a GMT Master 2, is what these are called. It has, kind of harder to get right now at an AD, an authorized dealer, but it is possible. I actually am able to do a video soon because I had put myself on the wait list a few years ago at AD for a blue motif 36 millimeter, and I ended up buying one myself off the gray market. And that watch has, you guys know how I am with things. That watch is appreciated in value. I no longer have it, and I do. That is one I regret selling. I think it was a beautiful watch. I went back into the AD recently, guys, and the guy there, the salesperson, came over. He remembered me. Kind of had a chat, and he said, if you're still interested in, the blue dials, I've got one over here, and I know you like diamond markers, and I do. I like them both. As I get older, it's a little harder to read. The lume, the flag six, whatever you want to call them, are a little easier. But it pretty much just came down to, do you want this watch? As you guys know, sometimes at those places they're exhibition only, which means they don't even work. They actually had some in there that they could sell. They just told me they got to stay in there for a little bit. He'd call me in a couple weeks, about 3 weeks. I think I broke almost every rule, because I felt if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. They have, you hear these rumors, and I'm going to get into a video about that later, about you have to buy a bunch of stuff, and we'll get into that and the experience I have, maybe probably on another video if I decide to go that route. But anyways, on these, this was a pilot watch back in the day, and Rolex teamed up with Pan Am. And what it has is, not only does it have the minute, second, and hour hand, guys, it has another, I don't know if you'll pick up, right here, this one is blue. There's a Pepsi, and that one's red, the new Bruce Wayne, because I don't know if this is picking up either. This part from here is blue. So on this watch, the top part's black, the bottom part's blue, right here on the bezel, and that's supposed to represent the night sky being black, and then the daytime being blue. And this other hand is for different time zones, and it's GMT, which is a time zone in Europe, that it kind of goes off of. So if you're a pilot, you could kind of set, if you wanted to, you could set that blue one 2 hours ahead, whatever. Also, the bezel, of course, rotates, so you could set particularly 3. So if you look down at the other one, you're like, okay, well, it's 4 o'clock back home. It's, say if you're on say where I live, it's Central Time. So say if it's 2 o'clock here, it's 4 o'clock on the West Coast, or it's 1 o'clock Eastern Time. So you could do that. Me, I have it set at world time. So for instance, right now it's just about 5 o'clock in the morning, so that would be 500 hours. But at 5 p.m., that that blue little arrow, where are we at? It'll be pointing over here at 1700 hours. Okay, and if you don't know world time, or if army time or whatever you want to call it, or just normal time, guys, 24-hour clock. Just if it's 18, subtract 12. Okay, and then right there, you know it's 6 p.m. So if it's up to 12, that's AM. Anything over is going to be PM. There's 24 hours in a day. So if it says 20 hours, that's 8 o'clock, okay? Because 12 plus 8 is 20. But if it's easier for it to subtract, that's cool too. This is called a Batman. That's a cool name, right? So the Bruce Wayne GMTs have a gray bottom, black, gray. Pepsis are blue and red. Cokes are discontinued. What else is there, guys? There's a Starbucks, there's a Sprite, so actually there's all sorts of different colors and different bezels, and so some of them are Submariners too, so that have that like the Incredible Hulk's a Submariner. The Bluesy, if you guys have seen that one worn on here, it's got the gold here, it's got the blue with the blue face. So what makes this a Batman is actually the bracelet. This is called an oyster bracelet. If it was on this kind of bracelet, it would be a Jubilee bracelet, and that would make it called a Batgirl. Some people absolutely hate that. They're just gonna say that's a Batman on a Jubilee bracelet. But if you tell somebody I have a Batgirl, then they're gonna know automatically that you have it on a Jubilee bracelet. If you say I have a Batman and you have it on a Jubilee bracelet, they're probably gonna assume you have it on this oyster. So with these, they have the guys Submariners, you may know, have an Easy Glide, so it'll pop out right here, and then this will actually glide up and down. And the reason that is so you can wear your watch. It's a dive watch, a Submariner, and if you got gloves on or your equipment or whatever, you can actually expand it, put it on, whatever, you know. So this actually has an easy lock. I don't know if you guys can see this very well. So what you do here is you push it back this way, okay? And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that on camera, but you'll hear it click. And what that did is that just made the watch a half link tighter. So when you get these sized, you're gonna wanna have that sized like this, okay? You're gonna want it sized with the half link snapped in. The reason why is because during the winter or anything else, maybe you've gained a little bit of weight, you just push it down, pops right out, and now your watch has got an extra half link without having to take it and have it sized or anything like that. So again, I don't think you're gonna be able to see that, but it folds down like this and then just pops up in there. It's a really cool little thing. A lot of people will say that they should just do this on all of them. So like the Submariners and the way that they have that Easy Lock, or that Easy Glide, I'm sorry, that they should just do that on all of these. So Datejust and things like that, everything has a little bit of a different lock. The GMTs and things will snap right here, and then this piece will fold over and snap for extra security, and that's how your watch will look. So, and that's, see how right here, there, I don't know if you can see that, but that will just pop off here. You just take and pull it. There's no little latch here. My favorite, and they don't do it anymore, just on these presidential watches, which are more expensive here, there's a crown. It's called a hideaway clasp, and it just pops. It's just literally a crown right there, floats right in the middle of that Jubilee. Put your finger behind it, pops it up. One of the coolest things ever. I wish they do that, because these do scratch. Okay, I'm gonna get to that too. So people, you guys are gonna buy these watches and you're gonna wanna baby them. When I get my watches, guys, I've done that. I did that with my jewelry. You know how I feel now. Wear your jewelry, don't let it wear you. You're going to appreciate it so much more if you just wear it. You know, instead of taking it off and putting it on something when you're at a desk because you're afraid you're gonna hit it. That's when I scratch mine up. Not taking it to the ocean, not taking it and swimming in a pool with it, not doing all these things that is really just depriving you of memories of being with that timepiece. Because if you plan on passing something down, then it's going to be, oh, I remember Dad wore this on vacation, or he did this or did that, or, you know, rock it, guys. It's yours, okay? It's like the things, you know, people always want to, this is going to be worth money. So you take something and people put all these things away, and then years later, they're not worth anything because everybody put them away. It's just a few pristine ones. And so just wear it, especially with a lifer, okay? It's going to make it's going to keep its value, these kind of watches, stuff like that. So back to this. This is probably one of my favorite, the extra hand, guys, just being able to tell. Now, when it comes to markers, diamonds, or the other, I am going to tell you right now, I do miss looms, because I just wanted one watch, guys. I know that a watch collector, but I just want one watch to rule them all. I love watches. I wish I could own all the watches. It's just, I want something that I can take and make memories with. And the fact that, you know, if I got a call again because I did say that I would like to get a Batman, you know, from them, or, you know, for a lifer or something like that. But that's just to go back and forth, and that's down the line. But right now, I got what I wanted. I got you know, on my wrist over here, it's something that I kind of reminds me of the other watches. It's everything rolled into once. It's where I'm at in my life. It's my favorite color, blue. So it's just, you know, what are you going to do? So, but the time zone function, that is just sweet. I love being able to tell the world time. I think that's just really, really cool. So again, that was on a 7.5 wrist over here, guys. It's probably a little bigger, so I would say this wrist is actually about a 7.6. And that was with 2 links out. So when you buy these, this box is a little dirty because this one was off the gray market. I actually got it from a guy who owns a jewelry store. That's where I've got my earrings from. I bought my first Rolex there, sold it back. Just, you know how it is, guys. So this box is a little dirty, but I can't tell if you can see, but there is a crown embossed right here. Okay. Usually there's a white slip cover when you first buy these. This box just lifts up. On the inside, it looks like this. Now there's new 2025 boxes, which the white velvet thing I just took off is green. It just says Rolex down here, with the crown. And the green boxes are actually a little different now too. So this is all the way, the lines go across instead of down. The crown is up here onto it, a little bigger. These actually fold down like this, guys. And then this will slide out. So, like I said, this one right here was just, I got from him. Was thinking about purchasing it. And, you know, sold some other gold and stuff like that, you know, because I'm not, you know, when it comes to flipping watches, guys, it makes it so hard on people who actually just want something. So anytime I sell something, I always end up losing money. So that's why, I do these videos so that I try to help you not lose money, to buy the piece that you want instead of buying something and having to sell it back to find what you want. But anyway, so the new boxes will have gold hinges here. These just open up like this, and the new ones also are cut all the way across instead of just right here. So inside here, and they curve down, that's for like your extra links and stuff. Inside here, this one I have my link, and it has the green tag, Guys, this one actually did not come with, if you ever buy one, you want to keep everything. So when I got mine from the AD, they let me have now they'll take the stickers off because they're required to, or they're supposed to. But they let me keep my bezel protector. I've got the white barcode tag. I've got the promo tag. I've got the, my links in there. I've got everything I need. And then also I, keep the receipt. Because in here, this part is just sticking in here, and I'm going to cover this up. But what you'll do is you will get a card like this, and this card will have the serial number. It's a warranty card. It'll have the serial number, and it will have the model number. When you buy your Rolex, they will write the date of purchase on there, and that will match your receipt. Guys, I am a complete collector. I'm a collector of hoarder of things. The one stuff that does matter is it means a lot to me. I'm passing it down, things like that. Take your receipt, put it in here. Now, this part right here that's in a bag, this is a secondary thing. That's because it usually comes and there's a leather pouch, and this one is missing. So I didn't get one with this. But your watch will just fit right on here. But that's how you get it, guys. And gray market versus ADs. Things are supposedly changing. I don't know. My recommendation is you have to go into an AD if there's one local to you. You're probably, most likely, unless it's a big one or an airport, not going to walk out with a watch that day. They will say, put you on a waiting list. I believe what they're doing is they're looking up to see if you're a watch flipper, if you're going to sell this watch and do all these other things. And I get it. They don't want that to happen. So that, you would think that doesn't affect you, but it does, because the prices go up. So if you really want something, you can't buy it, then you have to buy it from somebody else for more. Or even if, an AD has it and they want to sell it to you, they have to kind of inspect you first and look. It sucks, but it is the way it is. A lot of people are just going to say, I'm just going to buy it from the other side, the gray market, or do whatever. The one thing about this, guys, also, it's very important. Okay. On these, I didn't show you how to set it, but you will, on this one in particular, you unscrew it. Okay, once it pops out, this is called a screw down crown. Once it pops out in first position, that's how you wind it, because it's an automatic watch. This is one of the, and you can tell because down here, I don't know if you can see it, there's no crown in between Swiss made. That will tell you right away that this is a previous version. This is an original version, a pre-2019 version. So the first, you'll have to wind it. The power reserve on these are 48 hours. I know the new ones are 70. This one, they will say that these watches, the older ones, will lose or gain 4 seconds a day. This one is actually about a half second a day. That's crazy to me. That is by far the most accurate automatic watch I've ever had. It will die after 2 days, though, for sure. It stopped. Once you pull it out and you've wound it, you can pull it out again, and then you can pull it out again. Pull it out all the way. We'll stop the second hand. You can adjust the time. You always want to go around to make sure that the date clicks, because that will mean it was midnight. Then you know exactly when you're at. Go around, like for instance, I would go until it clicks. Then I would go till 5 o'clock in the morning, 11, and then push it in and then change the date if I needed to. On the GMTs, you can actually go backwards, and it's fine, because it is a pilot watch, guys. It's a professional watch, and so that's very cool. Want to make sure you always push in and screw that until it is tight. That is how it is waterproof. If you do not screw down that, you are screwed. okay? Because if you go wash your hands or anything like that, and that, yeah, there you go. I don't know if you can see that, but see how it's pushy? I've got it out. You can probably hear it. So, but yeah, look at that. So you always want to push in and then turn until it will not turn anymore. Then try to turn it again. And my suggestion is the crown. I don't know if that's going to pop up, guys. There's a crown on here. There you go. They do not all sit the same. So these, not all of them are going to be pointed up. Not all of them are going to be pointed. My suggestion to you is to know where your crown is. To know that when it's fully down, for instance, this one is pointing at an angle almost down. This one is pointed almost completely up at the opposite. So if you just look down, once you tightened it, if you look down and you're like, okay, that's where it's supposed to be, you're good to go. You need to go into an AD to talk to them if you're wanting to try to buy one. I know they're not everywhere. Look them up. You have to go in, guys. They're not going to talk to you over the phone. They're not going to do any of that stuff. They'll email you and tell you to come in. There are chances that you're going to be able to walk in, especially now, because the rumors are there are certain watches that are available. Even if you're a first-time customer, you've never had any purchase history, which that was me. So I just, this is a video that I didn't plan on doing. Don't really talk about, watches too much. Because I absolutely love them. However, they can be quite a heated subject. I know that. So, hate or love or whatever. I feel really blessed that I was able to, Caleb, shout out to you, for staying with me and knowing what I liked and remembering my phone number, because when I left, he told me that it was mine in a couple weeks or 3 weeks, and I didn't believe him. And then he called me that day and was like, yeah, I called and talked to the sales rep and we're good to go. And because it was right before January, he said, I'm going to honor the previous price, because prices are going up. I didn't believe any of that, guys. I got there, box said layaway on it, just like he told me, had my name on it. He honored the previous price. So not a lot of pomp and circumstance. I know some of you guys get the champagne popping and stuff like that. I'll take the original price. That's cool with me. So I really appreciate everything. I hope this video was informative, helpful. Just stay blessed and stay safe.